You mentioned that you have a 4-week-old son who's coughing and crying and sputtering and spitting up a couple of minutes into feedings, and you're wondering what it could be. Is it reflux or is it fast flow? And this is a really good question. It sounds like you've talked with your doctor, and that's good. That's the first step, because it's always best to eliminate the possibility of medical problems first. And then if it's not a medical problem, then there are some things that you can do if it is fast flow. Now let's talk about reflux first. About 50% of babies do have reflux to some degree or another. It's usually just mild and they spit up frequently, but they can be called happy spitters, where they don't have other symptoms, they just spit up a lot. They're gaining the appropriate amount of weight, and all things considered, everything else is fine. And it's usually just due to a little mechanical hitch where the trap door that's supposed to stay shut over their stomach opens at inappropriate times, and so they spit up when they shouldn't. It's always best to get your child checked out if they're spitting up frequently, so much to the point that you feel like they're having more out than in, or if they have projectile vomiting episodes. You can think of it like this. If you're burping your baby on your shoulder and they burped and just passively expelled stomach contents onto your shoulder, then that's pretty normal. But if you're burping them and what they spit out is like projectile going over your shoulder, then that's a problem, and that can be a sign of reflux. So can an excessively fussy baby. Now, the fact that your baby is fussy during feedings means that it could very well be fast flow. Sometimes your milk lets down and it's coming so quickly that a baby can't keep up with it, so they do start to cough and sputter and cry. And so there's a couple of things you can do to try to reduce this. You mentioned that you tried switching breasts, and sometimes this helps, but before you start feedings, try manually expressing or pumping out a small amount of milk. And this might help slow the flow when your milk actually lets down. If you need to, pull your baby off and just let the milk drip onto a towel or something until the flow has slowed a little bit, and then you can latch your baby back on. If it's only happening during feedings, your baby seems full and satisfied and is fine in between and is gaining the appropriate amount of weight, then this is likely the cause. And so by trying this, hopefully you can determine which one it is. And again, stay in close contact with your pediatrician and don't ever hesitate to ask them questions if there's something you're concerned about. And of course, if you have more questions for me in the future, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/IntermountainMoms. And recommend us to your friends and family too.